Dogumentary TV, producing the best breed documentaries on YouTube.
My name is Scott Aukerman. What do I love about hunting? The adventure, the thrill, the uncertainty, if you're going to be successful or not successful, the rush when birds get up in front of your face, watching your dog participate in that. I enjoy, one, making ammunition, two, harvesting birds, three, watching my dog's involvement in all that, four, preparing the birds, five, eating the birds and sharing them with friends and family. I've been hunting about 40 years. I started in 1979 with Big Yellow Lab. He was a Rufus, he was a great dog. He had no formal training because I didn't understand there was formal training. I said, let's go get him, and we went and got him. And he was far from any type of a finished Labrador. He was just a great dog in terms of doing what I thought he should do. And he lived 15 years, he hunted 14 years. So he had a great life and serviced me very well. My dog today is a pointing dog. It's a Wirehaired Pointing Griffon. I knew nothing about this breed, okay? I talked to after my chocolate lab passed away, I didn't have a dog for 4 or 5 years. And then I decided I'd get back in the dog business, went to my vet who had cared for both my labs, and he said, you ought to look at these Griffons, as he called them. He says, we hunt in Montana twice a year, and that's all we hunt over. And I said, I've never heard of them. I Googled them up. They have a shaggy face, they look like a werewolf. And I said, I'll go look. So I went and looked, found a breeder. I found that I was on 6 waiting lists for a puppy, okay, because all the litters were sold out from 15, 16, and 17. Well, it turns out there were some dogs available that I was unaware of. So I went out and I looked at them. I said, this is a dog for me. They're just a neat little dog. The breed, it was formulated in the Netherlands. Okay, from the Netherlands. See, in those days, everybody hunted on horseback, so they had bigger dogs. The foot hunter didn't need a dog as big as if you're riding a horse. So people got together and decided they'd try to breed a dog for the foot hunter. And so they started mixing breeds and all kinds of German breeds and German wire-hair pointers, German short-hair pointers, poodle pointers, all were kind of derivatives of this breeding, crossbreeding, as well as the Griffon. Now they took the Griffon and they went to Germany and bred with several other dogs, okay, to come up with a final breed. And there's several different sizes of Griffons. Mine is like 22 inches at the shoulder. Some are a little bigger, but pretty much they weigh 50 to 60 pounds. Mine weighs 70 pounds because he's a little thicker than some of the other Griffs that I've seen. The Griffon stands out as a versatile hunting dog. The Griffon hunts upland game as well as any dog on the planet. And that's their primary thing. Depending on geographically where you go and where you hunt, but upland game, doves, pheasant, quail, chukar, partridge, anything of that nature that's considered upland game, that's right down their alley. And he hunt waterfowl surprisingly well. His ability to retrieve in any conditions, okay? He's a pointing dog, he is steady on the point, he will take you to the bird. Now it's up to the handler and the dog to unite and come together as a unit because the dog knows what to do. The handler has to know how to help the dog do what it already knows how to do it and keep it under control. And training the handler is probably a bigger job than training the dog. Yeah, I read all the Griffon information, so I'm biased. Yes, they are smart. They have a big heart, a lot of drive. They will hunt all day for you. They are super family dogs. They are super in the field. They are a little on the stubborn side, and they have tender feelings. You can't yell at a Griff like you yell at a bigger, like a Labrador, like I yelled at my old labs. They said, "Okay, Daddy, I love you." He goes and puts his head down and his lip comes out, he pouts. You gotta be a little different approach to training and handling him. But they are big-hearted and they will hunt all day. I have been fortunate enough to be able to hunt Mexico over the last 36 years, and I hunt basically every other weekend from September through the end of February. My wife hunted with me for 10 years. She's an active part of not only Willie, but of the Labradors that I had previous. And she traveled to Mexico, as I say, for 10 years every other weekend, and did a great job as a hunting partner. My bucket list would include going to Uruguay or Paraguay. A lot of guys have gone down and hunted Argentina. These two countries offer trips that are similar, but yet still unexplored by the American hunter going down and shooting upland game down there. And I would like to go to a place that not everybody has been to. You can go to the Yucatan and hunt ducks and stuff. Not a lot of guys go there, although there's a lot of ducks there. You can go to South Africa. I have a customer who's from South Africa and showing me pictures of all the upland game and waterfowl that they have shot over the years. So there's those two places I'd like to go and explore. Willie is now just finished the end of February, his second hunting season. He loves it. He can't get enough. The thing you have to be careful about early in the year, September or October, it's very hot, 110, 112, so I don't put Willie out in that heat. I wait until it gets a little cooler, and he does much better, but because he runs all day. You got to keep him hydrated. I will hunt as long as I'm physically capable. Willie is only 2. If Willie can go another 7, 8, 9 years, and I can go another 7 or 8, 9 years, then that's where we're headed. That'd put me basically around 80, okay? And I'd be an old man walking in the field, and Willie, by that time, would be an old dog walking in the field. Everybody that knows me knows if I'm not in my office or I'm not at a grandson's baseball game, then I'm in Mexico hunting, okay? It's just been after 36 or 37 years. I enjoy everything about it, okay? The total program, and that's how I view it, and that's how I do it. Okay, it's the harvesting, and it's the dog, and it's the camaraderie, and it's the people that I'm friends with. It's the guide that I have. All those things mixed together make it. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I quit playing golf. I quit surfing, just so it doesn't cut into my hunting time.